DJ again though for Madman.TV. I am here with probably one of the most legendary boxing reporters, I would say, on the YouTube scene, in Radio Rahim. Oh my goodness, it's such a pleasure to talk to you.
It's a pleasure to talk to you, man. Well done. You're in the big show. It's undisputed. Heavyweight championship, 4-belt era, crown king will happen just in 24 hours, and you're in the mix. That's a hell of an accomplishment. Well done.
Absolutely. And speaking of, the undisputed fight, what do you make of the whole fight build-up? Obviously, the launch press conference, the press conference that happened this week. What do you make of all of the events and the events surrounding it so far?
For the crown that is on the line, you would expect in the boxing world for there to be a little bit more hullabaloo. However, neither one of these fighters really is that style of man. They're not really big talkers, but they're big punchers and they're big fighters. These guys will do all of their talking really in the ring tomorrow night. And you have to make room for that in the sport. Everybody is not one of these guys that's just going to be non-stop chattering and trying to get under the other guy's skin. A lot of these fighters do that to promote themselves and to get more attention. But both of these fighters are so narrowly, so specifically focused on their job and their job at task when they're training that these press conferences and media workouts and such are almost an annoyance. They just want to train and they just want to fight. And finally, all of that is done. The fighting is all that's left to do. And you will see tomorrow night, much better than any trolling or any insults that could be thrown, the punches that will be thrown and the action that will be in the ring will make you forget everything that happened leading up to it.
Where do you think the fight can be won and lost? Because obviously two fighters possess two different skill sets. Obviously you've got Daniel Dubois, he's got that puncher's chance really to win the fight. Alexander Usyk, very technical, very smart with his boxing. Where do you think it could be won or lost tomorrow night?
It'll be won and lost in the margins, like every elite fight. And Daniel Dubois got more than a puncher's chance. He's got a champion's chance. Don't forget, this is an undisputed fight because both fighters are coming into the ring champions. And Daniel Dubois believes in that belt. And he believes in himself, that he's already accomplished and achieved something that seemed impossible. And he has a vision that one day, as his father told him every day of his life, that he would be the king of boxing, that he would be an undisputed heavyweight champion. And not only does he have an opportunity to realize that dream, he can do it on British soil. How could it mean more to a man? It seems written. It seems like fate. It seems like nothing else could possibly happen tomorrow night in Daniel Dubois' mind. So don't forget that you're dealing with a 27-year-old young man who has all the ambition in the world and none of the distractions. Have you ever seen him walk in here with an entourage? Have you ever seen him in a video at the pub? Have you ever seen him even just hanging out with friends socializing? No, it's all boxing all the time, and tomorrow night it all comes together. Usyk, absolute scientist. He's a genius there in the ring. He's a generational great. He's too small to be a heavyweight and have beaten Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua, but he's done both jobs twice. And he's beaten he's beaten Dubois once. And if Forum stands to reason, then he'll beat Dubois twice, meaning that 6 times the best British heavyweights that this continent could produce have failed against Alexander Usyk. One more chance you've got, and it's all on the back of Daniel Dubois. Usyk has put down every single challenge put before him, and in his mind, tomorrow night will be no different. The clash is coming, and that's why we'll be ringside for it.
And obviously, this is the last question from me. In terms of like the media turnout and the media coverage here in the UK, we've seen so many of the press here, this week, at the press conference, the workouts, the weigh-in. It's been really packed, so much packed that we're literally squashed in, you know what I mean? So
as you should be. There should be no room for nonsense. It's squeezed in here because everybody wants to get a glimpse at it. And that's just the weigh-in. That's not even the fight. You just want to see these champions in front of them. If you saw when Alexander Usyk went this way and all the chiseled cuts, and he's got his mentality is narrowly focused on the job at hand, but his body proves that he's been doing the work behind the scenes and in the gym preparing for this day. I've never seen Daniel Dubois, the wings quite that big, the body quite that solid. He's bigger than he has been in the past, and he is solidly focused on tomorrow night. It looks like about 20 pounds between them. It was Usyk at 227, Dubois at 243. That's because they can come in to fight different styles of fight, and you'll get the best of both men. Who wins it? Only they can decide, and the fans will find out in just over 24 hours. And you're fortunate, you're lucky enough to have had a glimpse at history because of the hard work that you do to get inside this arena.